I removed the HRE from Crusader Kings 3, and I want to see what the AI does. If you like this, make sure to like and subscribe. This is kind of difficult to do, so let's go ahead and see what the AI does. If I had to bet on anything, it's definitely that France might have a good game. Usually France doesn't have a good game because of the HRE, because there's nowhere to go. However, I think France might take a lot of land back. Never mind, they lost Normandy already to England. Never mind, just kidding. What I really want to see is if a power is going to take hold. If anyone, I'm guessing Bohemia or this Algeria. If anything, I will pronounce something wrong, cry about it, but I definitely think one of those two will get a lot of power. I definitely could also see like Hungary maybe doing something, or Poland. They usually don't do anything. It's going to be interesting to see if someone that usually doesn't stand out stands out today. And don't worry, we might focus on the HRE area today, but we'll talk about everything. Like this Kumani Empire blew up right away, as they always do. It's going to be interesting to see if anyone really takes power in the middle or outside. I would love to see stuff happen in India. Usually don't happen. The Seleucids I would love to see, but I doubt they will. But, you know, it's probably just going to be a Byzantines game. Oh, Byzantines, I swear to God, if you win the game, I'm going to be mad. Okay, France is doing exactly what I want them to do, which is eating up part of the HRE. So it's going to be interesting to see if they do this. I actually think if they get, like, Francia or stuff, they can actually ask people to be vassals. So I think France has a good chance of winning the game, just like they didn't have a good chance of winning the World Cup. It's been 50 years, and the Byzantines aren't doing much, which I really like. You know who is doing much? Venice. I've never seen Venice do anything in this game because they're a republic. And for some reason, Venice is doing amazing. They have a kingdom. Like a big kingdom. Like, I don't understand. Venice, please have the best game ever. I would love to see it. Speaking of people having an amazing game, this empire that's always in the game, usually blows up right away, is staying around and really expanding. I'm kind of worried that they will explode. I would love to see them stay around because usually they are gone by now, but you know, maybe they just keep on going and the Byzantines are the weak empire in this video. I hope you have a good day. I know that's not how you pronounce this, but still, I hope you have a good day. It's been around 100 years, and it is already looking a little rough for where the HRE used to be. It looks like Bohemia, France, and Poland are the big victors so far, getting up a lot of land. I do have to say, France is the big sorry, my bad. France is the big victor, as they just reminded me. They're looking real good. They are probably really close to forming Francia, yeah, and so it's, never mind, they just lost Luxembourg. No, they just get, you know what, France, keep doing what you're doing. Elsewhere in the world, it's still looking like this Persian Empire is staying good. They did make the Persian Empire for a millisecond. I was about to say, hey, the Persian Empire, and then they changed their name to this, and I'm not going to pronounce this. Byzantine's still not looking amazing. Egypt is actually starting to look a little good, but I still think it's going to be interesting here. There's just kingdoms forming left and right, and France is looking like they might form the HRE, which would be pretty cool to see them do. Yes, they did it. France formed Francia, and I think they're going to go away with this game, because I think usually they just can't go anywhere, and with the HRE going away, the Frankie is just wrecking. It's bad, and I don't think a lot of these are wars. I think they are just simply like acquiring these nations, like asking them to be vassals, and they're joining in. And that's because the religion and culture here is not too different, so it's pretty easy for them to get everything. It's going to be interesting to see if they get Luxembourg, and France has already got 11,000 troops, and we're like 100+ years into the game, so it's going to be rough, unless they blow up right now, which might happen. Yeah, France is blowing up. They have a 10-year-old ruler. I don't know how this guy got in power. I think a tyranny war somehow put this guy in power. I don't know. And so there's independence war. Oh, he just got kicked out, and now the old ruler is back. You know what? We're gonna leave France alone for a little bit. Let's go! Ireland's here! Love to see the Kingdom of Ireland, Scotland, and England all being here. Cool to see. Norway, Sweden haven't destroyed them yet. I feel like I just started recording, but that's right, halfway through the game, the Mongol horde comes in, and they're ready to destroy some people, and I think this empire in blue can fend them off. They're actually staying here, and they're way more powerful than the Mongols, but the Mongols are kind of getting close, and I'll see what happens. If we look over to Central Europe, we can see that Poland is starting to come out on top. Same with Denmark. Denmark and Poland are really taking advantage of a struggling France. Poland especially, because they're kind of going after Hungary and all the other different places. I think Poland's at war with Estonia right now, and if they get that, they can actually form this empire, Baltic Empire. So it's going to be interesting to see what Poland does. You're going to have to believe me when I say this, but they formed the Baltic Empire, and then they immediately blew up. I'm not really sure why they blew up, but yeah, they lost all their territory. Poland, see you later, I guess. I don't really know what happened, but, you know, GG's. With Poland kind of collapsing, they're not doing too bad. They're looking a little rough. Bavaria has really come up and come out of nowhere. They got Bohemia and some other land that Poland used to have. Denmark is looking really good too. Hungary's starting to look united because Poland blew up as well. And it's going to be interesting to see if the Byzantines really take advantage, or if it's going to be like Denmark, Bavaria, and France that really do stuff. By the way, I haven't mentioned Spain at all. Yeah, they're looking pretty Spain-ish, you know. I think it's mostly Catholic at this point. Yeah, maybe the Catholics are gonna win. Yeah, I just noticed the big empire did get destroyed by Mongols, the Persians. So I think they're just gonna have a fun time and conquer everyone. As long as they don't get the Byzantines, well, I want them to get the Byzantines, but if they don't get the Byzantines, I think they won't spread too much further, because I think their ruler is getting old, and when this ruler dies, I think the entire nation's going to blow up. So I think the Mongols only have a couple years left in them. Every time I mention a nation, they blow up. Come on, Bavaria, you were looking good. I thought you were going to be the one. I thought Poland was going to be the one. I thought France was going to be the one. No, none of you are going to be the one. It's probably going to be the Byzantines. God dang it. For those of you that don't know CK3, the Byzantines win every game. That's why I don't like the Byzantines. I want an underdog to win, just not the Byzantines. That's why. I'm pretty impressed with the Scandinavian countries. They usually do start united, but they're looking pretty good. Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Stampy, they're all looking like they should. Same with Scotland, Ireland, and England. Maybe they can do anything else in the game besides just staying on their individual places? Probably not. Denmark lost all their stuff, so, you know. Yeah, and also Poland. Yeah, Poland, you were so close again. I think we're going to be seeing a Mongol explosion here. It is a 5-year-old ruling the Mongol Empire, and when a 5-year-old rules the Mongol Empire, you just slowly start seeing nations pop up, and then it goes bop and blows up. I would be surprised if we don't see it blow up here anytime soon. Byzantines are doing their Russian strategy, where they just go up to this like really weak territory and just grab a whole bunch of land. I hate when the Byzantines do this. Just don't look like weird things. Like, come on, Byzantines. That was a good Mongol horde. They lasted like, you know, 56 years or something like that. Yeah, they blew up. There's actually some large empires left behind. Usually I feel like they don't leave behind empires like this, but there's like 2 or 3 empires that are now alive. It's going to be interesting to see what these empires do that have come in replace of the Mongol horde. Oh, Francia woke up. France is here, and they're ready to party. They're looking real good out here. They're close enough to maybe be in the running for the HRE. They just have to take out Bavaria, and oh no, are they splitting apart right now? No, okay, gotta stop talking about France right now. Never mind, France is doing great. Look, they got stuff in Africa, they got stuff in Scotland. They're looking good. They're the biggest nation in the game besides the Byzantines, and the Byzantines cheat. So, also, gotta mention, big shout out to Egypt. They're looking fine, real fine. This is definitely the best Byzantines. This is the best Egypt I've seen in a long time, and they really haven't been touched by anyone. The only one that could really stop them at this point is, I think, the Byzantines, and I don't think the Byzantines care. They're too busy invading Russia, like I was talking about before. I just learned that Egypt's Catholic. This is a Catholic Egypt, and they're doing real good. In a place that's not very Catholic, there's not a lot of Catholic faith around them, a lot of people are leaving them alone. So good job, Egypt. I kind of surprised. France got hit with the dissolution faction, so Francia is gone, and some other empires and kingdoms. Kingdoms were released for Zia. France, you keep on getting my hopes up, and then you just ruin them. Scotland and everything else is back to being normal. Francia's back in it, though. That's really good to see. They have gotten all of France, Francia pretty much, besides this one Poland piece. So I think they can finally keep on pushing forward. I hope they actually do something by the end. We got like 100 years left, and they're the only ones that can really do anything besides the Byzantines. Same with Arabia, which is Egypt, Catholic Egypt. They just changed their name. However, we're 50 years away, and there's an Indian empire that has formed, or is close to India. I'm not sure if it's something else. Don't hurt me in the comments. We also have the Black Horde, which I haven't seen in a long time, which is an empire as well. It's a pretty cool empire that I can't remember how it spawns, but it's pretty cool. They're actually getting, I think, invaded somehow by the Pope through like a crusade. However, 2 empires here that spawned, pretty cool to see. Usually don't see them. Finland listened to me, and I appreciate that, Finland. You started expanding. Sweden, Norway, and Sampi, sorry, my bad. They didn't do anything. Finland, though, looking sick. Look like they could form an empire. They have 4 kingdom titles. Can you make the Empire of Finland? That should be a thing. Make the Empire of Finland, please. That would be cool. Finland is back forming an empire. They have formed the other empire they can form, Westphalia. So that's pretty cool. I kind of want Bavaria to take over Lithuania, and then they can form the HRE. But I doubt they're going to, with 3 empires bordering them, going to take them out at any moment. Arabia/Egypt has finally formed their empire. They are looking amazing. Definitely not as good as the Byzantines, who actually blew up a little bit. They didn't blow up too bad, like 3 people got their independence, but you know, it's something. I'll take it. The Byzantines still have like 100,000 troops though. However, let's talk about this rising star in India who just took 2 empires. They have 2 empire titles. I think they're the only one in the world to have 2 empire titles. They could have got the Black Horde as well, I think, and have 3, but they're definitely the most powerful nation in the game, and they kind of came out of nowhere because they were an empire and they subjugated another one. They're looking sick though. I was a Finland fan. Rest in peace, Finland. You did so good. I was hoping you were going to be the rising star of this video at the end, but no, you're dead. It is the end date, or one day after the end date, and I have to say, screw you Byzantines, you've ruined my game once again. But besides that, I gotta say, not a lot happened here when the HRE disappeared, mostly because France was too busy, like, I don't know, doing nothing and then blowing up and then doing nothing and then blowing up again. Poland was looking really good and they blew up as well. Bavaria kind of just didn't do anything. But I gotta say, Poland's probably the rising star out of Central Europe. But the big rising stars here is definitely Arabia/Egypt, and then also this Indian nation. These 2 guys, if you just connect them together, almost cross the entire map. They're definitely MVPs. The best nation, obviously, is still the Byzantines. They're the most powerful. But if I had to give 2 the winners, it's definitely this Indian nation and Arabia. And this is not an Indian nation. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for watching. Check the video on the screen now. Subscribe. See you later. Bye.